Brought to you by Penguin.
The Art of the Start 2.0, the time-tested, battle-hardened guide for anyone starting anything, by Guy Kawasaki, read by Paul Boehmer.
Many years ago, Rudyard Kipling gave an address at McGill University in Montreal. He said one striking thing which deserves to be remembered. Warning the students against an overconcern for money or position or glory, he said, "Someday you will meet a man who cares for none of these things. Then you will know how poor you are." Halford E. Lucock. Hear this first. I have never thought of writing for reputation and honor. What I have in my heart must come out. That is the reason why I compose. Ludwig van Beethoven. If I knew then what I know now. Most experienced entrepreneurs say this at some point. My goal is that you won't have to, because you heard this book. I've started 3 companies, invested in 10, and advised organizations as small as 2 people and as large as Google. I've worked for Apple twice, and I'm the chief evangelist of a startup called Canva. Hundreds of entrepreneurs have pitched me until my right ear won't stop ringing. When it comes to startups, I've been there and done that several times over. Now I'm doing what techies call a core dump, or recording what's in my memory. My knowledge comes from my scars. In other words, you will benefit from my hindsight. My goal is simple and pure. I want to make entrepreneurship easy for you. When I die, I want people to say, "Guy empowered me." I want lots of people to say this, so this book is for a broad population. 1. Guys and gals in garages, dorms, and offices, creating the next big thing. 2. Brave souls in established companies bringing new products to market. 3. Social entrepreneurs and nonprofits making the world a better place. Great companies, great divisions, great schools, great churches, great nonprofits, great entrepreneurs. That's the plan. A few details before we start. My original intention was to merely update the book. However, I kept adding, altering, and deleting. Thus, this isn't a 1.1 kind of revision. It's a 2.0 whole integer, real man revision. When my editor at Penguin told me to turn on track changes in World so that copy editing would be easy, I LOL'd version 2.0 is 64% longer than version 1.0. For brevity, and because entrepreneurs are more similar than different, I use the word startup to refer to any new venture, profit or not-for-profit, and the word product to refer to any new product, service, or idea. You can apply the lessons of this book to start almost anything, so don't get hung up on semantics. For every recommendation, there is an exception, and I could also be wrong. Learning by anecdote is risky, but waiting for scientific proof is too. Remember, few things are right or wrong in entrepreneurship. There's only what works and what doesn't work. I assume that your goal is to change the world, not study it. Entrepreneurship is about doing, not learning to do. If your attitude is "cut the crap, let's get going," you're listening to the right book by the right author. Onward. Guy Kawasaki, Silicon Valley, California. GuyKawasaki@gmail.com. Conception. Chapter 1. The Art of Starting Up. The most exciting phrase to hear in science, the one that heralds new discoveries, is not "Eureka, I found it," but "That's funny." Isaac Asimov. Gist. Great ideas for starting things. It's much easier to do things right from the start than to fix them later. At this stage, you are forming the DNA of your startup, and this genetic
Sample complete. Ready to continue?